In this video, I'm going to show you how to predict the 3D structure of, of a protein. So you only need to do that if its 3D structure is not available in the PDB website. So for instance, we have this protein. So let's say you want to perform molecular dynamic simulation using this protein. However, you don't have a PDB file available in the PDB website. What can we do is to find similar homologous structure to this sequence. We can do that by using the BLAST-P. BLAST-P is alignment tool for protein. So there are many types of BLAST. One is BLAST-N for nucleotide, BLAST-P for protein, etc. So what we're going to use now is the BLAST-P. And then I'm going to copy this sequence and paste it here. And then I'm going to choose the database. In this case, we want the protein data bank. And then we want the BLAST-P, protein BLAST. We want that algorithm. So this BLAST-P algorithm will look for similar structures or homologous structure to this sequence. And let's show the result in a new window. And then we just have to click BLAST. It's taking some time. Later, it's gonna show the search result here. So it's actually not performing a search, it's performing sequence comparison. So I'm gonna pause for a while. So the result of the query is as follows. As you can see, we have here the query coverage 100%, and the e-value is 0, and percent identity is 98.83. So we will use the first four top results, even though the sequence identity is not so good. Percent identity is not so good for the last two. So let's download the PDB file associated to this top four. This accession number is also the PDB ID. So we're going to download this for PDB IDs. Since their structure, their sequence is related to our query protein. These four are homologous to our protein. So let's go to PDB webpage and search for those proteins. And take note of this AAA. Those are chain A. So the first one is 4UUM. Let's search that. 4UUM. And then let's download the PDB format of 4UUM. And the next one is 4UUL. I'm going to download the PDB of 4UUL. Legacy PDB format. The next one is 4UUP. for UUP. Download legacy PDB format. And the last one is for UUO. For UUO. Actually, you can use as many homologous sequence to your target, to your this to the protein you are studying. However, it depends upon the quality. So in this tutorial, we're just gonna use 4. So I'm going to copy all this into this uh, struct spread folder. And then we need 5 scripts in order to predict the structure of our trial protein. So let me get those scripts. So I'm going to share those scripts to you guys. The scripts that we need are script 1, script 2, script 3, script 4, script 5, as well as this pdb95.pir and qsec1 ali. Those are the things that we need. So those files, you can just modify them depending on your system. So pdb_95.pir, you don't have to modify that. It's like a library that was generated using the modeler. So for now, I'm not gonna teach you how to recreate that pdb_95.pir. You can just use it as is. But if you want to be an expert user of the modeler software, you need to learn how to create such. So you need to visit the modeler tutorial. So in this tutorial, I'm going to modify this qsec1.ali. So I'm going to use our protein and replace the sequence here with the sequence of our protein. It doesn't seem to change much. Meron siyang konting difference pero hindi nyo lang nakita. And then I'm going to modify script 1. Wala tayong i-modify sa script 1 as is siya. However, if you want to learn how to create a script like this script 1, you need to go through the tutorial of the modeler software. For our purpose today, we just want to predict the structure. So you can just use this script as is. Script 2, as you can see here, we have tsec1, tsec2, tsec3, tsec4, tsec4. So we need to use those names. We're going to rename our PDB file using those names. tsec1, tsec2, tsec3, tsec4. If you have more sequence that you want to investigate, just add them here. So how can you add more? You just add comma and then follow the same pattern. tsec5, etc. And add comma again if you want to add more. Now, we have this chain A here. You need to ensure that that chain A is the same here. So it's A, right? If it's B, then you will have to modify that part here. put B if that is what is in the last P result. So script 2 is okay now. So let's uh, run script 1. Script 1 is easy. And script 2 is also ready. So I'm going to open my modular terminal, and then I'm going to copy the directory of this folder, struct_pred, then cd. Now I'm inside the struct_pred directory. To run this, I need to type mod 10.7. So if your modular's version is different, then you need to use that mod 10.7, and then I'm going to run script 1.py. So you can see, as I run script 1, nagkakaroon ng pagbabago dito sa loob ng folder. And you can see the script 1.log. Let's inspect what is inside that. Okay. Then, since okay na yung ating script 2, tsig1, tsig2, tsig3, tsig4, and A naman siya lahat. Let's run script 2. I'm going to use the arrow up key, and then papalitan ko lang itong 1 ng 2, and then click enter. Tapos na rin yung run ng script 2. Let's check what happened. So, script 2 is telling us that tsig1, siya yung pinakamalapit doon sa ating sequence. Sa ating target sequence, this is a weighted pair group average clustering based on a distance matrix. Yung tseg1, A, siya yung pinakamalapit. Kasi siya yung pinakamaliit, yung value dito. So, we're going to use tseg1A in script 3. And luckily, in this case, tseg1A na siya. So, if the result is tseg1, tseg2, then papalitan nyo itong mga naka-highlight ng green na to ng tseg2. And here, since A yung sa atin, kaya A ito. Kapag B yung nakita nyo sa plus B, then B ang gagamitin nyo dito. Or whatever chain label yung gagamitin nyo. Kung the same dapat doon sa plus B. So wala akong babaguhin sa script 3 kasi tseg1 naman yung kailangan natin. I'm going to run script 3. And while running script 3, let's inspect script 4. Ano meron sa script 4? Luckily, tseg1 din ang nandito. So wala tayong babaguhin. Kung ibang tseg yung lumabas kanina, dapat yun ang gagamitin nyo. And kapag binago nyo yon, itong mga 1 dito, papalitan nyo rin ng 2. Wala tayong babaguhin sa script 4. So let's check ano yung result ng run ng script 3.log. So we're going to run script 4 now. So script 3 perform a pairwise dynamic programming alignment. And let's move on to script 4. Wala tayong babaguhin. So I'm going to run script 4 now. So, guys, I'm encouraging you to study how to use the modeler in full detail. Napakarami niyang features na I wasn't able to show right now. And the very reason pala kung bakit in molecular dynamics, nag-start tayo with the theories and the math. The very reason is because if we don't, hindi nyo mapipil na you are doing something physical chemistry because using the software and doing a bit of programming, you won't feel like you're still doing physical chemistry. Actually, this part is more related to bioinformatics. This set of tools, this set of programs are actually used by bioinformatician and structural biologists. However, nowadays kasi, the gap between computational scientists are getting narrower. Kumbaga, you cannot tell what a computational chemist is from a bioinformatician. There are many aspects of both fields that are nowadays ay nag-aagawa na sila sa mga topics na kino-cover. Kumbaga, ang dami na nilang overlap. So script 4 is taking some time. Let's just wait. And then while waiting, let's check yung script 5. Ano yung kailangan natin baguhin. So in this case, kung ano yung result sa script 4, yun ang lalagay natin dito. So script 4 still running. And as you can see, it's creating PDB file. And it's done now. Let's check yung script 4 log. So these are the PDB file created by script 4. Now, you need to check yung dope score. The lower the dope score, the better. Or the more negative the number is, the better. So in this case, alam yung pinaka-negative na number? Negative 41424 ba? Yes, it seems ito yung pinaka-negative na number. So that means QSEC1, this PDB file is what we need in script 5. So in script 5, nakita nyo sa script 4 pa lang, nagkaroon na tayo ng PDB file. Yung script 5, ang gagawin lang niya is to modify yung konting modification na lang doon sa PDB file. So I'm going to paste that PDB file here. And then since this QSEC 1, ito 1 din. Okay? Pero pag 2 yung kanina, dapat 2 na rin to. Take note of those minor details that you need to remember. When you use the following script, those are the parts that you need to modify. So I'm going to run this. So remember that we started with just a sequence with no structure. Now, tapos na yung run, we have our final structure for the protein. Of course, that structure is here. B99 QSEC1.B9990001.PDB. So where's that? QSEC1 B999001. 001 dapat. This one. QSEC 1 B99. Tingnan ko na lang guys ulit. B9999 0001. So ito yun. B9999 0001. Okay. We can just double click this file and it will open in PyMol. So this is a structure that we can use if we want to perform molecular dynamic simulation for our starting protein with no structure. So sa tingin nyo paano siya nagkaroon ng structure? The modern software makes use of all the available structure na homologous doon sa ating sequence. And then it learns yung mga band angles, dihedrals, distances, etc. and conformation, and then it tries to apply those to our sequence. And the end result is we now have a structure for our protein.